Get Haunted, where you are the investigator. Get Haunted. Paranormal Investigations isn't a show. It's your experience. Join this premier paranormal event company for real investigations at some of the nation's most haunted locations. This isn't a tour. This is hands-on. You'll use real equipment, explore active sites, and dive into the unknown. No scripts, no actors, just you, the gear, and whatever's waiting in the dark. Perfect for both first-timers and seasoned ghost hunters. Each event is guided by experienced investigators. But the discoveries, they're yours to make. 2025 is already jam-packed with incredible locations across the nation. Space fills up fast, so make sure to book your tickets now. Dare to get haunted? Find your next investigation at gethaunted.com.
Get off your ass and get hunted, you motherfucker.
That's right.
Friend.
Okay, how's that? Yeah, I know now because it told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if y'all haven't noticed, I was supposed to be here alone today, but can't even have a birthday to myself.
Wait, you were supposed to? I can go. Do you want me to go?
That's your call. Well, Sarah wasn't sure she was going to make it today, and then so I just made my own show. It's my goddamn 55th birthday, people. I'm going to celebrate it with some Jack and Coca-Cola for all the haters out
Is
there.
it old enough to be drinking Jack Coke? I don't know.
I think so. It's Pennsylvania. You start at 3 here.
Well, it's 1.
What?
You say you start at 3 there. It's only 1.
No, I mean, what are you talking about?
How many have you had?
What old enough? I thought you meant like drinking.
Time. I'm sorry. I meant time. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's my birthday, if you haven't figured it out. First off, let me say thank you to everybody that has sent messages, posted messages. There's a lot, and I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball today. Another hater joke there. 8 ball, cocaine, all that fun shit.
What?
Don't worry about it. I'll teach you all about it one day. So, and I haven't gotten to them. I've replied to and laughed at several. Oh, I see a Grecian Greek person here. We're gonna get to the hellos here in a second. But here we are. So I made the show. Sarah was like, "Wait, you can't do a show without me." So she's here, and I appreciate it.
Is that how that went?
Kind of how it went. So here we are. So do you want to do the hellos, Miss Choppy?
Am I choppy?
Oh, it's not new.
No. Well, first I want to just say it's time to start dressing like lumberjacks again. Hoodies and flannels. So
yeah,
everybody.
Here, actually, on my way home from the triple talk about, it was goddamn cold. So, but let's say hello to everybody, and we'll get into a recap. And
all right. Well, I got you. I got you, Boo, since it's your birthday. Of course, it is Stacy Talladge, Professor T, right here with us.
Today's a good day also to figure out who has unfollowed you, just so you know. So if your birthday is not public, or if somebody doesn't put it out there and somebody unfollowed you, you'll know all your close friends.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There she is, the beautiful Sandy Pickle right here. right here saying, wishing you a happy
Yes,
birthday,
Pepper.
of course. Sparky's, there he is. Sparky, how are you doing? How the heck are you out there in Idaho? We hope you are good and well. Mark Brown coming in to wish you a happy birthday. Obviously, Mr. Damian Smith, he's been a little bit MIA, and we're so glad to see
He
him.
has been. He checked back in though, finally.
Yeah,
So
he did. He did. Terry Rogers,
Terry
how the heck are
is
you,
still on
Terry?
vacation, I believe. I don't know if I'm
He is. He's getting ready to go again. They are adventurers. Chris Smith, horror road trip partner, and Get Haunted
He
Midwest.
was my road trip partner. Well,
He
part-time.
was. Yeah, he was. Icy Spirits. There she is.
Aw,
Beautiful
thank you.
Icy Spirits. We haven't seen you. I feel like we haven't seen her avatar up there in a little bit,
She's
but there
off.
she is.
Been off exploring and doing things.
She has been busy. Miss Beth Brown Lee
Yes,
right
yes.
here. There he is. Rob Walsack. Sup, peeps? Sup with you? Denise
Sup.
Pack.
Denise, thank you.
We have, hold on, because this is where they say you're muted and then you figure it out. Brittany, there she is, the most wonderful of them all, Brittany.
She sent me
She's
a couple funnies.
Yeah, she's right there. I thought this was a funny, hold on, there's Miss Candy Slater.
Hi, Candy.
I thought this was a funny saying. Can't drink all day if you don't
That's
start in the
true.
morning.
Yeah, I do have to go to dinner later, so I can't be all hammered. So
Yeah.
where's Malakas? I don't know where the Malakas are. They're not here. I didn't know it was my job to keep track of the Malakas. I haven't heard from either of them.
No?
Well, I don't know if it is Catherine a Malacca.
I wouldn't call Catherine a Malacca. No,
Yeah, okay.
I would not.
Well, that's her face.
I would not. Terry giving you some solid advice.
That started years ago.
Courtney Pearson, there she is. She's been on vacation. Wishing you a happy birthday. Hello to you, beautiful. I hope you are doing good. Chris, it is not jog. I don't know who jogs. Do you jog, Chris? I don't jog.
No, I don't jog.
No.
Sparky's saying I'm quiet. I don't know if it's just because of my tone and mood or if my mic
I can hear you just fine.
Okay. Sparky, fix your ears.
Yeah. Jason McGray coming in from Canada. There he is. There's Mr. Stephen Komet. Stephen, just so you know, bawled my eyes out just when I saw your video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stacy, nobody likes a bragger. Nobody does. Nobody does. There she is, the most wonderful D Hoot. Still going strong with us as well. We love that.
Yeah, 10/22/2025. That's today, my birthday.
It is. Two Brothers Extreme, Mr. Michael Sticks Cronin in the house. Hello to Adam. We only get to see Adam here and there. Chris Cash, CNR Paranormal.
All right, Chris, thank you.
We've got Miss Laura. There's Laura Binky Helms with us.
Hey, Laura.
Kaylee. Miss Kaylee is here today. Everybody jumping on to wish you a big old happy birthday.
Thank you, Kaylee.
Let's see.
Damn, we got 22 viewers on 10/22. Look at that.
Yes, it was Sparky's like, hey, I had the bass down. So there you go. Okay.
Where you go pointing fingers. Get your shit together, Sparker.
So that's all that have identified themselves. Hello to you. Welcome back. We love you. And to those that haven't, hello to you.
Yeah, hello.
And welcome. And welcome.
Welcome aboard. 21 again. No, so yeah, today's the big 5-5, or as Courtney coined it, no pun intended, the double nickel birthday. So yeah, I don't know. This one was the lead up to it, right? It's sort of a milestone number for whatever reason. I guess society and human beings have made 55 a number that should be thought of differently. I don't know, but it is it's like you're like, wow, 55, right? Like that's a real number. And I normally am not. I remember 40 being one a similar feeling to what today feels like for me. So you scared off 6 of them, Sarah.
They were like, "Oh, she's on."
She
They
called
they
me.
were all excited that you were just on.
Yeah, you scared them off. So yeah, I mean, look, it's another day in this flesh suit, but yeah, it does feel a little bit different. But it was also a hell of a week leading up to today. I think it was a week ago tomorrow that I left for Kentucky. Hey, Leanne. Um, so yeah, so I'm still kind of catching up, but because that was a whirlwind of a trip, and then you had your own trip to go on. So um, yeah, I jumped in the car Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, right?
Mhm.
Thursday, probably around 7:30 p.m. I made my way out to I think it was Zanesville or somewhere in Ohio.
Mhm.
Um, and I was like, I can't do it. And it was probably around 2 in the morning when I um pulled over. I was like, I gotta get a couple hours, a couple hours of sleep. So I did. I crawled into the back of the Escape there and set up a little fort. Yeah, you're not the first person to ask that question, believe it or not. There was a girl cutting my hair years ago and she asked about the tattoos. I said I got them in the military, and she asked if I was in Vietnam. I was like, thanks. Um, uh, so for hyper, oh, that's good. I mean, that's good for me, I guess. So I went to sleep, and that is when I realized it started getting cold. It was 38 degrees outside, and I cracked the window because I don't run the car. So cracked the window for fresh air, and then I woke up freezing a couple hours later and picked up my shit and got back in the driver's seat and made my way to West Point, Kentucky, where Denise was waiting for me to
Mhm.
show up. Hung out for a little bit, and I did. I crashed again. I took a nice little nap up in the murder room at the Ditto House, and Chris showed up not long later, and the whole weekend began.
Not long later. Now he's going to start using old man terminology.
Who?
Not long later.
Not
You.
not much long later. Um, yeah, there was peanut butter fudge waiting. Then Chris showed up. Um, I think Chris showed up Thursday, right?
No, well, you showed up there Friday, so
Oh, yeah, this is true. So Friday, Chris got it. Like, so Friday, Chris showed up. Then Friday night, um, Chris and I went over to Waverly. If you don't know, we sell, we handle their ticketing and wanted to meet them. So we went over to Waverly, and then I was forced, I was forced to go through the haunted attraction. Right now is their haunt season, but we did the rip package, where you get a quick tour of the building, which was very, very impressive. Especially for me personally, the fourth floor. Um, did that, and then we went through the haunted house, Chris and I together. As a cute get haunted couple, we got through it. Then we got out of there, went back, hung out with Denise and Ernie. Um, did some investigating, and then I think that was the next day I overslept. I'm pretty sure.
Mhm. Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Pretty sure. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
you did because
I
I
did
checked
scream. So there was a point. I don't love haunted houses. It's been a long time, but there was a point where one of the actors there got me pretty good, and I screamed. It happened. Oh, thank you, Andy. Um, Yeah, and then Saturday, I promised everybody I'd probably be up at 7:30 out back with Red, who was rude as shit to me this trip. Um, but I figured I'd be on the back, hanging out with Red, smoking cigarettes. He smokes menthol, so we have to have different cigarettes. Um, and I overslept. The next thing I knew, I was being woken up to a booming, deep voice from a giant man standing over me in bed. Rob, Rob. They did maybe thought I was not well. Thank you, Michelle. Um, and we got up and we took our asses to um, Scarefest, which was it was fun, a fun drive getting there. I'll save that story for another day. But we finally got there, um, got into Scarefest, and I'm in there like 5 minutes, and I feel something careen off my leg, and then I hear screaming, and there was this little child, little maybe 2.5 year old girl that I guess was running and ran into my knee, and then she hit the ground and was screaming, and then dad mode kicked in, and I picked this kid up, and then her mom came over, so I was like, oh god. So I gave her the kid, who was fine. She wasn't hurt, but she sure sounded like she was hurt. It was just a weird moment because in this huge crowd of people to have a little miniature person run into you was odd. I didn't really kick her. Like I think she came in like mid walk and clipped my knee. So this is a little bit of a scene for a moment. I was like, great. This is great. This will make the news. Rob, knocking over babies basically at Scarefest. So we walked around. We saw Marianne, which was great. Then we went down and saw Nesper. Got to say hello to everybody. Where's Danny and Leo? Or should I not? Danny's at work and Leo's sleeping downstairs. So we saw the guys from Nesper. Then we went, I think we had a drink. We had a drink at one point. Then we went to say goodbye to the guys. Hey, Ken, thank you. Say goodbye to the guys. But if y'all saw videos, the line was like a quarter mile long. So that happened. And then, just, the usual, fun stuff. Saw some cool things. Shut up, Ernie. So we had all that, right? There can be no Paracons without a little bit of drama. So yeah, apparently I punted a kid and I don't know, intimidated somebody I didn't even know was there. So that's good shit too.
Well, it's not a Paracon if somebody doesn't say you've intimidated them. It's the stupidest.
Yeah.
It's a dumb narrative at this point, and people climbing onto it. You need to freaking check your facts.
I was menacingly winking and menacing. This is now you can menacingly avoid people. That. So then we left. Well, of course, we went to Red Yeti, which is obligatory. Scarefest is a horror convention down in Kentucky, Lexington. Thank you, Trev. Then we went to Red Yeti. We ate our steaks. Then we went back to the Ditto House to investigate. Now, we got, Chris, I didn't know if you wanted me to talk about that. Chris Smith. Put that up. You can throw that up. Chris, well, you just let me know if I can talk about it. Yes, I was intimidating in Canada, Hey, I'm 5'11", douche.
Yeah, that's me, Terry. I'm 5'5" and 160.
All right, so if y'all know, whether y'all know or not, Chris Smith, he's in a documentary on Hulu about called Monster Inside about Russ McCamey and McCamey Manor. One of the people, he's a whistleblower essentially for McCamey Manor. So, word on the street was that Russ was going to be at Scarefest. And on our way out, right, we made it the whole day, didn't see him. But on our way out, Chris was looking at his phone, which I never do. And we literally like walked within 3 feet of this guy. And I was like, hey, Chris, like there's Russ right there. He's a giant fucking guy. Like he's huge. So I let Chris know, and I'm like, he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, he's right there. He's right there. You can't really miss him. And then I think, yeah, no, there was no rumble, but I was not sure. I didn't know how that was going to go for Chris. So Chris had a message to share, and it was kind. I already know the message, and I'm not going to share that. But Chris told Russ something, and Russ looked very pained. Like he didn't want to hear this. But I wasn't sure how he's going to react. So in proper I'm your boy fashion, right? Here's what I think most people know is I will back anybody up that I care about, not anybody for no reason. But Chris didn't do anything wrong there. And I was like, well, if shit gets weird, I guess we'll make a grand exit too. So we punted babies on the way in and then ran into him on the way out. So it was an exciting day. But for me, the highlight was
Get off your ass and get hunted, you motherfucker.
That's right.
That's Angry Grandma. If you don't know who she is, she's quite the celebrity on the internet. And that's what she does, pranks with her grandson there. I think that's her grandson. And they go around, they do funny things. So they're to me, she's awesome. She was a sweetheart. She was a little thrown off, I think, because the person that was talking to her prior to us was Creepshow, hanging on her. Like it was cringy. We weren't sure if we are gonna have to save her too. So she's just the coolest shit, but that's how she is. So go check out Angry Grandma and be one of her 85,000 followers here on Facebook. And she's big on TikTok and YouTube as well. So go check her out. She's funny as shit. But we investigated the Ditto house that night. And this is going to lead to two discussions. And I'll bring you into the second half of this, but you weren't there for this part. But we got it. There was some stuff happening, and Chris, I slept in the murder room. Chris slept in the river room. And we left our door open just in case, right? So we did, and there was stuff happening. Chris heard movement in my room, but knew it wasn't me. Heard it come back into his room. His bed got pushed. There were things knocked over in my room. I wasn't aware of any of it until Chris shared his story with me. But Saturday night I got an EVP that for whatever reason bothered me. Kind of bothers me. When I get kid voices, it always gets me. But there was something about that, and I cannot make it out. But there's an adult male talking, and a kid responds. Kid responds to it. It's weird. I haven't spent any time putting this on there. So I was a little bit unnerved. I don't know why. There was just something about this one. Denise wants the demonstration, but maybe I'll do it. It's hard. I threw my back out, Denise, so I don't know if I'll be able to actually do it. So I did want to get some air, and I did want to go outside and have a cigarette to kind of shake this off for whatever reason. I don't know why it was It was bugging me. So I got up. Denise was behind me. I know Denise was behind me as I was walking through the house. When you go, so you've been there, Sarah, you know, the kitchens. Oh, this was Friday. Okay. I don't even know what night it was, Chris. As you're walking through the house, you're right. Cause I remember telling the story Friday, Saturday. The kitchen's it's more wide than it is deep. So I was walking through. I know Denise was behind me. Then you turn a little corner by the laundry room and to go out to the back door. When I got to the door, I opened it. I kind of looked over my shoulder because I didn't want to shut the door on Denise. So I left the door open. I stepped out onto the deck and I got like 2 steps out. I already had my cigarette in my hand. And as I was lighting it, Denise came behind me. And then I watched. I'm going to try to do it. What I thought was Chris or Ernie, but it made no sense because this thing was little. This thing was jet black. And I'm going to try this, kids. Oh, God. This thing came out. I can't do it. My back won't let me. And it fucking ran. And it ran down the house, the back of the house. I jumped in the air. I did believe that Denise was right behind me. I jumped up and spun around. I was like, Denise, I was like, why are they doing this to me? Like, I really thought they were fucking with me. And I was bugged that they would do that to me after that. And then I turned and Denise was standing in the doorway. She hadn't even come out yet. I don't know what happened. I can't explain what happened, but I saw this. And now that I'm talking through it, I saw 2 things because I saw this thing go behind me. And then this black hunched over little thing like ran down the whole side of the house. It fucked me up. Like I was rattled, and I haven't been rattled like that in a long time. See, they're telling me all this other part. Like I truly believed that Denise was right behind me. She walked out. I'm telling you, I could see out of my peripheral. She went behind me. It was surreal. It was ridiculous. Oh, that's true. That's true, Denise. I did. I was like, look, I'm going to buy this house. It was fucking crazy. And yeah, that's true. I'm telling you, what I saw made absolutely no sense. I'm like, why would Chris do that? And why is he so pitch black? Right? It was just strange. It all happened within a few seconds. Are you all right? You're typing away.
I am. I'm good. Keep going. I'm listening.
That happened. I watched it happen. And then, Chris, was that the same night that all the shit got knocked over in my room? And then it came into your room? Hey, Thomas. So yeah, that fucking happened, and it spooked me. I didn't want the door between Rob and Chris's room shut for that reason alone. Like I didn't like it. I did not like what I saw. It was the same night. So, after Chris's story, he heard shit getting moved around in my room. Something came into his room. I went back up, and thanks, Ryan. I went back up and I did notice, because Denise had some, I think they're new. It's like a little canoe with 2 moose. Is it mooses in it? That was knocked over on one of the end tables. There was just something wasn't right. So that shit happened. I watched it happen. So whatever. I can't explain it, but we did. We got cool activity. Couple really good EVPs, and it was the Ditto House weekend. It seemed like there was more happening outside, bigger things happening outside than inside for some reason.
Hmm.
Are you with us?
I am. It's a very intriguing story, and you did send me the EVP, but I could not
Yeah.
make out what it was saying. But I also didn't have any headphones or anything to sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's very faint. Um,
Mhm.
oh, Chris saw a little girl sitting on the bed. So there was just all kinds of whacked out shit happening. Um, and then we went, of course, we went to Scarefest, came back, then packed up. I hit the road Monday morning, got home, and yeah, Chris felt someone.
Yeah, you hit the road Sunday morning.
I don't even know, Sarah. I don't know what day it is.
No,
I know. I
I was
thought.
just helping you. I
I
was just
know.
helping you.
It's just. But yesterday I put out an announcement that there was no show because I thought it was Wednesday
You
yesterday.
did.
So I'm all
You
fucked up.
did. Hmm.
So that was that, and then you had your weekend. So that's where we're at. But it got me to thinking, and I put out a post. I think it was yesterday. Um, Kind of thanking everybody that's joined the now. 'Cause I don't really look at the numbers, but we're up to almost like 6,000 people on the group page, and I was thinking about the people we met over the years. I guess as my birthday was coming up, and I think about the last 4 years, and maybe what the next 1 or 4 years looks like. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm grateful, you know, and I'm especially grateful for certain people that have come into the mix, and who I've built relationships with, and um, you know, which is why I asked when you sent me Steven's video last night. I hadn't seen it, which is why I asked you why you sent that, because I was thinking about Steven, for a minute there, because his story's cool, right? And our conversations um have grown and grown and grown over the years. So I was like, damn. Yeah, and I was thinking about, so this is where Rob's going prophetic, and his 55 years of wisdom might come out. But I was thinking about Friday and Saturday night, and and I didn't go down there to investigate, but I feel like for me, um, I've gotten a little too comfortable with investigating. I don't know if that makes sense. When I say comfortable, right? In one sense, I mean I've gotten pigeonholed a little bit into the EVP thing, and I think for our events, when we do public events, um, there's a routine we do follow, but even
Mhm.
there, I feel like I've gotten comfortable, right? Because I don't know, I'm pretty lucky with the EVPs, and that seems to be the thing everybody wants me to do, but I want to do different things, right? I want to add new things. So I think this comfort thing that happens allows us as investigators and researchers and event hosts to fall into a rut or fall into a routine, if that makes sense. Because like you and I, we work more events than we go on,
Mhm.
and I think what happens is, because we have to entertain, if you will, then we don't get to try new things because we don't want to disappoint So I guess that's where I'm going with being comfortable, right? Because and this can apply to friendships, to relationships, platonic, romantic, to jobs, to life, right? When we start getting comfortable, we get too comfortable with things. Um, there's little pieces that come with that, right? Effort, right? When you become comfortable and you start if you become good at something or something you do every time, not much effort has to go into it. So the effort starts to fade, right? This happens with friendships, fuck with my marriage. Effort diminishes, right? And then that becomes routine. So if I'm really going to be honest with myself, and there's a reason I'm talking about all this, it's because I didn't really need to put effort into my rotation, right? You get the recorder out, you're probably going to get something, boom, everybody's amazed. But I know I can do better than that. And I know I can add more, right? And when effort fades, right? When effort starts dropping, then we've got growth. Growth will not happen. You're just not going to grow because you're not putting the effort in. So I started thinking about all this is the problem. When Rob drives more than 2 hours, Rob's brain fucking starts firing in all different directions. And what I don't want for us or for any of our guests is for it to be comfortable. So I do want to change some things next year. I don't want anybody, and I forget, maybe even I think we're kind of starting this in November, right? With Terror Time, with Paranormal Theory. I want people to be uncomfortable. I want the people that help us to be uncomfortable, to try new things, to try a technique that really doesn't work for them, but might work for somebody in the audience. And I also want to keep the guests uncomfortable because that's what makes it exciting, right? It makes it not routine anymore. So you and I have a lot to talk about. Your forte is actually, yeah. It was just one of these deep thoughts. I don't even know how deep that really is, but it was just one of the thoughts I had on my drive home going, it was fun, but part of me is sick of being the EVP guy. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was more fun to watch Chris do his thing, Denise and Ernie do their thing, than it is to sit in my own routine. Yeah. So Damien, excellent example, right? I want to do some cool shit. That's why I love watching Bill and Tanya do their thing, right? So I do need to start thinking about the new and improved Rob routine, which will be hopefully debuted in November. What do you think, Sarah Jane?
I think that's a great way to, you can't grow if you don't give something a try, right? And you are exactly right. We do, we've said it a million times. We don't often make efforts to just go do privates where we just go and brush up on something or try something that we've talked about. I feel I've done that same thing where I am in that constant mode of encouraging, all the amazing people in the community to go out there and do their thing and to share their voice and to do all this stuff. But then I don't go out and do that thing, So I
Right.
agree.
So, like when we do Making Sense, like Sparky's talking about obsidian mirrors, which we had like 6. We use them in Making Sense. We need to bring a little bit more of that back to, I think, to our pieces when we're running events. For me, that's my work, and in life too, right? Like again, for me, like getting comfortable and getting into different routines doesn't help you. Vivian, weirdly enough, so I saw an ad for Vivianite last night. that was one of about 6,000 thoughts. Because Monday, Sunday, whenever the fuck I drove home, I drove straight through. I didn't stop. I did, well, except for fuel. So yeah, I think come November we're gonna add some new things. That's why I'm excited to work with, Dave and Bianca and Barry and Paranormal Theory and everybody that's coming. Right? Is 'cause we've got all these different. It's like the Baskin Robbins night for the paranormal. So that's where we're at. I think Dee who gave me a compliment and asked for a joke.
She did.
Dee who this joke's for you. What do you call is because we're going into winter, it feels. What do you call a snowman who works out in the gym?
Mm. That I don't know. Give everybody just a
I'm
second.
trying. A snowman that works out is an abdominal snowman.
Packed. She said packed.
Well,
Oh, Denise got it.
oh shit. Thank you, Denise. Thank you. All right, there's my one dad joke.
There you go.
My kid did wish me a happy birthday. I just lost $40.
Snow Armstrong.
Yeah, I mean could be his name. So that was that. You seem, I don't know what you seem right now.
You were just on a roll. You were explaining
I can't carry every show, so I kind of need you to jump in.
You were discussing your trip to the Ditto House, which is always an amazing time, and the Packs are amazing hosts to their haunted home in Kentucky.
Yeah.
You got to have a last-minute add-on of Chris Smith coming on as a travel partner, which is amazing, always so great. I did like your joke, Ryan. And to get to go see something like the Scarefest, which our beautiful and dear friend Marianne has been asking for, I swear, 4 years.
Yeah.
She's like, please come. So
Yeah.
you finally got to go.
It's huge. It's huge. It's a huge convention. It is definitely cool. You can spend all your money there in a heartbeat.
How many days is that one?
I think 25,000, 30,000 people.
No, I'm sorry. How many days?
Oh, 3.
Okay. Yeah, Chris is awesome. Yeah, I love that. Every time, everybody get your passports or your enhanced license, and we'll head over the border to Canada. Yeah, so you were at Scarefest, and you got to see a lot of people, and it's a mix of horror and paranormal, I believe.
Thank you.
There's Mr. Eric Testerman. Hey, Eric. Kisses to Leanne, that amazing, strong woman. So yeah, I mean, you had a big weekend.
Did. It was long.
It was business. It was pleasure. It was scary. It was all of it, right?
Yeah, it was all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good news, Waverly Hills ticketing situations going 99% smoothly.
Good.
Which is huge opportunity for us. I'm very grateful for those connections. Denise and Ernie, thank you so much. It's a cool place too. That building it's cool. So to get there and be able to see it sort of unobscured.
Yeah.
And to get up to the 5th floor and see 502, which is the Denise and Ernie story, really was it was cool. It was really, really cool. So I don't know. We might have to get there next year. A Bananas Split. Very good, Damien. This shit, it's not even Halloween yet. So yeah. So that's kind of where we're at, right? Get haunted for next year, I mean, you want to talk about anything, girl? You tell me.
That's a good question. I mean, we have a lot of things in the works. I think some new cool, which probably goes along a little bit with your thought process and like being comfortable and making some changes and trying some new things. We have some new opportunity with working a little bit, I think a little bit more connected with the community. So I'm excited about that. I think it would be important for the off season for Get Haunted that, some private investigations, even if they're small, right?
Oh yeah,
Even
I mean, we have one that we know of, which I hope you can make. Yeah, I think part of the problem with the dark months, right, is that people disconnect. We all disconnect, and the holidays come, and of course, we want people to spend time with their families, but we do need to maintain something. We have a lot. We have a lot of planning to do if we're gonna if we're the plan is to keep Get Haunted alive, right? Look, this fucker, we could shut it down at any minute, right? Every year, it is a consideration, right? Because, well, for a lot of reasons, but the plan is to keep Get Haunted going, Paranormally Blonde going, um, which means we have to take the next 2-3 months to really get our shit together and make sure it's going to be viable and make sure we have the right ideas in place and the right people in place to add some new things that we were missing, maybe take away some things that aren't exactly helpful to the business. There's a lot to figure out in the next 90 days or so, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Is another so do you, yeah, Staticom, Ron and Lourdes, really, really amazing people. Static, it's it falls right in line with my whole white noise theories. So yeah, I mean, Ron and Lourdes are always he actually came to that. We did that at the first trifecta. We had Staticom. Ryan, is a trifecta in the works? Kinda. That's all we'll say right now. Yeah. Let's be a little bit different. A little bit different. Yeah, TDSC. TDSC. Let's say, Ron, you're gonna have to fucking forgive us because that's what I learned you as, and I'm gonna slip up every now and then. And yeah, they do anything I tell them to because I've hypnotized both Ron and Lourdes, so they'll do it if we tell them. Or actually, Sarah did through forced meditation. I just stole their souls.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, we have officially, I think four things in the books right now, but there's more.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, I know everybody rushes out. We're not looking to scoop up. This is not going to be quantity for Get Haunted. 2026 will be quality. Each experience that we want to bring to the table, we want it to be an experience. We don't want to just, have all these things out there and, willy-nilly. And that's great. If that's great. How people want to do that. I think for us, it really is about sort of forcing all of you who, and again, it does come back to your conversation, I believe, Rob, of effort. If you're going to make the effort to come to an event, if you're going to make the effort to travel, to pack up equipment, all that fun stuff, right? We want to make sure that the events that Get Haunted puts out there are going to be well worth your effort and your time, and that you will walk out with something new in your pocket.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's what we want. Yeah, the trifectas are really, really amazing. So we're gonna figure some things out. And Sarah and I are constantly trying to think outside of the box with some things, and we got some cool ideas and things coming. Um, oddly enough, another event host and I were chit chatting last night. Um, because events, look, it's easy to put on an event, right? You can call it whatever you want. It's about to me at the end, it's about the deliverable. And some people do it just to subsidize, right, their night, which makes people that do it for a living, or people that are doing it for profit, which I've never denied, it makes it a bit harder, right? Because if you're okay with just breaking even on something, it can take away from others, right?
Mhm.
Because what most people don't know is, what they receive at an event or how you receive it. I'm not knocking these folks, um, but it does make it hard to compete from $70 or 50 to 110 without somebody being fully informed on what that night looks like for them.
Mhm.
So there's a bunch of things we need to think about. Now with Get Haunted Midwest and Chris's themes, there's some really, really cool things coming out in 26 that will have further reach, further depth, and hopefully be just as meaningful for everybody. So that's the goal. That's the intent. Now we just got to do it and find the time to actually sit and plan. What I'll share is, I spent 24 years in corporate America managing two labs, uh, simultaneously, one up north here, one in Atlanta, understanding uh, the process, right? So they did. We have Get Haunted has 5 pillars that we're going to use to hopefully um, prop up all the things that we need to do and get done here in 2026. Let's see. We mentioned coming to Texas in 2020. We were just placating you. I'm joking. Yeah. I mean, it's possible, right? We do have to figure this all out and map things out in ways that make sense. People don't understand the costs involved, travel, hotels, all those things. So there's a lot to think about.
That's a flying one. You're no way
No,
driving.
I'm not driving to Texas. Well, the one time I drove through Texas, it took a day and a half just to get through Texas.
That's just going across.
Yeah, that was on my way home from the military in
Mhm.
1993. So,
Mhm.
uh, so tonight I don't really have plans. Probably gonna
Oh, I
hit it
thought you
up.
did.
I was just trying to figure it out, just trying to get it out.
Mm.
They're not like massive. Oh, Hunger Nights. Yeah, I mean, is there a picture of this damn thing? I haven't seen it. Um, Iowa has some, yes, we know. So Chris Smith's in the Midwest, right? Guys, go to Idaho. I would go back to the Idaho TB hospital.
Mhm.
I certainly
Mhm.
would. Are we gonna go live on Halloween? I don't know. There are no plans right now. We left October. God, you guys don't realize we had Rock Island, right? Then for what we had Maine, then we had Rock Island,
Mhm.
then we had this last trip, wherever the hell I was, Kentucky. Like there's been a lot. Yeah, the TB hospital in Gooding. We were the first in there when I was with that other company. So I have some really cool stories there. Um, really cool stories. Oh no, yeah, yeah, we did. So anyway, so that's that. I don't know. We're gonna figure all this shit out. I'm every day trying to sort through it.
What is Halloween on? It's Thursday, isn't it, this
I don't
year?
even know. I don't know. Today's Wednesday.
No, it's on a Friday.
It is Friday.
It is a Friday night. You can go to gethaunted.com, Laura, if you do that, or extreme ticketing. But we have November 8th is White Hill. November 15th is Mid Orange. So White Hill is in Fieldsboro, New Jersey. The 15th is Mid Orange Correctional, that's in Warwick. And November 22nd is New Egypt Historical Museum, and that is also in New Egypt, New Jersey. So New Jersey, New York, New Jersey. So if that helps you at all, but go to gethaunted.com, Laura, and you will be able to find what you are looking for.
Yeah. I don't know do you know what the WIP is?
I don't.
Something prison?
Yeah, I don't
Western
know.
Idaho. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, he's talking about TB Hospital. Thank you, Lindsay. She put up a funny ass video. That was cool. Yeah, I was friends with the owner. We haven't spoken to him forever. But yeah, we were like the first people in there. I had no idea they were under a contract, but they're good peeps. And all the kids there are amazing. Yeah, so we've got Mid Orange. Well, we got White Hill, Mid Orange, and then
Laura, if you are close to Ohio, you need to link up with Chris Smith of Get Haunted Midwest, and you can go to extreme. Here, I'm going to type this in. Go here, Laura. Oh, hold on. Go here. And you can find his extreme ticketing. If you go to extreme ticketing, you'll see the Get Haunted Midwest. In fact, I know you're pulling up that picture, Rob.
Yeah,
but
while you're talking, I didn't think it was going to put it up, but it did. Figured I'd let everybody see me post workout.
So he has, Chris has two. On November 8th, he's got
Broadhead.
Broadwell Funeral Home, and that is in Felicity. It's actually Broadwell Funeral Home that is in Felicity. And then investigate, you can do Old Williams County Jail. That's on the 15th. That is in Bryan, Ohio. And then, of course, on November 1st, he has Rock Island Roadhouse right there in Rock Island, Illinois. But he's got two in Ohio. So just go to extremeticketing.com and you will be able to find out exactly where to find Chris. Get Haunted Midwest. Check that one out if that helps.
So yeah, so I want to remind everybody that Jim, my buddy Jim, will be there. I remember the day. I remember when COVID hit. Now I always knew what Jim does, right? And he was a big part of the Misfits, the band. Then he became like this weirdo cosplayer, right? But he is mostly known for being Lord Humongous and Wasteland Weekend and all these things that he does. There's been movies made about it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when COVID hit, there was a meme like, oh, it's, I can finally wear because it was sort of like Mad Max, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, I know that guy. I'm like, that's Jim. I recognize, because on his right arm is the Misfits tattoo. And so Jim became a meme, like huge in during the COVID years, which always made me laugh. I'm like, God damn, dude. But that's Jim. He'll be joining us. He and Faye have investigated with us several times before. Faye's very sensitive. Jim's like, I just want to see shit happen, right? But he's a really good guy and he's super fun. So yeah, I'm gonna pump him up. I'm pumping him up. He'll be at Mid Orange too. He won't be wearing that, I hope, but he'll be there.
Awesome. It's going to be that is an opportunity to sort of actually work with all the people that you've seen at the expos, that you've seen at the conventions. This is your opportunity to get a taste of different event companies, paranormal teams, YouTubers, individuals. There's just going to be so many amazing opportunities to sort of dip your toe into that paranormal pool and your curiosity. And that way, kind of bringing it all to one location. So you can be like, instead of just talking to somebody at a Paracon or an expo, right? You can be like, okay, I want to actually see these people in action and actually work with them and see what you think. This way you can really make an educated guess about what you like, what you don't like. You can get off of social media and get in the real world. And I think that's what is really beautiful about Mid-Orange on November 15th.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's it. So, again, I just want to say thank you to everybody for all the birthday wishes and messages. I little slow getting out of bed today and getting my shit together and trying to.
Because you're 55 or?
Well, my back hurts. It's been a wonky week or so. So,
Yeah.
just wasn't feeling it, but I was like, you know what, I am gonna jump on and say thank you, and I'm trying to get to all of them. There's so many, so thank you all. You guys are awesome.
They are awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know where you're going to dinner tonight?
No, I got to reach out to Bill. I know Bill's going to be in the area, so it'll probably just be. Do I even have that? It's probably going to be Bill, Rob, Sarah, Bill, Rob, Tanya, and Danny. Do I have that photo? I hate that.
You do. You have that photo.
Fuck. Champagne. Is that what I?
Oh, you have that photo.
But where? Do you?
Let me look if I saved it. Yeah, I know, right? D-Hoot, he has it. Let me make sure it's not.
I had it. I need to find it. Hold on. No, it's nice. Is Android phones, at least in your gallery, you can search by a description. So if I just type in
You
sexy,
can?
Oh yeah. If I type in sexy right now, it'll probably bring me up. Oh no. I had a guitar in that picture, right?
Yeah, it was your
so
well, here,
look, I typed in guitar and it just brought up every picture with a guitar. Yeah, that's Metalhead Rob. Okay, same with iPhones. Don't get all.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't.
No. Lindsay's saying you can do that with an iPhone. I didn't know that. I don't know where this.
I'm sure there's Kool-Aid in those red cups.
No, yes, white Metallica shirt. That's a Venom shirt right there. Let's see. Spandex. I'll type in spandex.
Yeah, I have this. I
if
know
it comes
I have
up, I'm gonna die. Nope. Band.
Got a lot of pictures to go through.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where this is. This happened the other day. Metalhead Ron. You're not the only person to call me Ron, by the way. Spandex.
Oh yeah, my phone changes Rob to Ron all the time.
Champagne. See, that's the problem with. So I'm guessing Damien knows who Venom is. Anyway, I will find it. Who we're not posting it.
Well, it's definitely on another Wednesday show. I can probably find that. Not a problem. Hey, Ron Walsack in the house.
Yeah, but Wednesday slides. Was it in a slide? Because if it was in a slide, you're never going to find it.
No, I don't.
Sick.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Yeah, Chris, because you trained it. You fucking dick.
He travels with you now.
That's right. Mine changes Chris to Russ.
Oh.
Oof. All right, I gotta find this picture now. It's gonna bug me. But thank you for bringing up the fact that I wore spandex once. Oh, I bet you this is it. Hands.
Yeah, it was a Hands Across America.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to. Yeah, actually, never type that into your phone. Let me do this. Oof. I know, Chris. I oofed you there. I'm sorry, buddy. I love you, and you know that.
It is weird, Jason, when people call you Ron. That is a weird.
Well,
J Ron. We'll call you J Ron from now on.
don't do that. All right. We'll find my amazing spandex photos and
we'll post it in the. You know what we'll do?
I
we held it up.
We like put it up on screen. I don't know if I.
Yeah, I think I held it up on my phone. That's why I gotta go through because there's a ton of pictures for me too. Yeah, right. You know exactly what he was wearing.
Well, I can see why, girl. Everyone wants to see me in spandex. Right?
Yeah. Doy.
God, there's so many messages to respond to. Oh,
it's you. I probably have it. She probably does.
Yeah, she's gonna blackmail me one day. Why am I sniffling like this? Not good.
I don't know. All right. Well, it is your birthday. Oh, hey,
it's
Justin.
My birthday. I'm gonna go
J Ron.
my dog. Justin Hume.
Justin. We haven't seen Justin on for a bit. He's been hiding. He's been hiding in the shadows.
He's lurking.
He's lurking. All right. Well, it is your birthday. I'm so glad that you graced everybody with your beautiful face. Let them wish you a happy birthday. What?
I'm just laughing at Sparky.
And enjoy your dinner with Tanya and Danny and Bill. That will be. Do you know where you want to go? Flying Pig.
I don't even know. So I think we need to do it close to where they're going to be. So I gotta reach out. So I have no idea. I don't care. I have a hankering for some sashimi.
Oh yeah, perfect birthday dinner.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want.
Yeah, sounds like a perfect
wasabi. Cleaning his beak out. So I'll be all right.
There you go. All right. Well, with that, we will let you celebrate your day, and each of you celebrate. Oh, there's James.
James Cummings.
Hey, James. So celebrate this amazing day of October 22nd, the day our cult leader and fearless leader of Get Haunted was born.
Yes, I tumbled out of my mom's vagina that day.
Oh, that's charming. So raise a glass to Rob. Take a drink for Rob.
Raise a glass.
Happiest of birthdays to you. Happy birthday.
Maybe I was a C-section. I got to find out.
I don't know. I feel like no. Hey, Stephen Kometz. I feel like no. I feel like you came out the right way. Yeah. Or the natural way. I don't know. I love that. Curiosity over fear. Amen. Yeah. Amen to that. So with that,
I'm curious.
You know what we say. We see you. We do. We see you. And we certainly appreciate you. And we love you. So thank you for being the good in the community. Thank you for the traditional way. There you go. The trad way. Denise.
Trying to get it canceled here.
But thank you for being the good in the community. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Keep being kind to each other. Keep wishing this man a happy birthday. And with that,
don't worry about it.
I
was just going to drive into a river last night. So I gave everybody 30 minutes to vote. Do I make 55 or not? Nobody voted.
That's not even remotely funny.
It's hilarious.
It's not. Oh, yeah. All right. Well,
I was going to go the traditional way.
All right. With that, have a good day, folks. We love you. Mwah. Happy Wednesday. Have a great rest of the week, and we will check you later.
Peace.